them right now?
No, you're
You're
not.
so controlling, Rob. I said, just turn the switch on so people can hear what we're saying.
No, not at all.
Good
I
morning.
think we're already live, actually.
Yeah, we're live now because.
So we had a whole conversation that people didn't hear.
Yes. So both Mazzy and Elliot are suffering for irritable bowels.
We're talking about roots music and why
It's just another Tuesday.
why people don't latch on to some of that. Like those Tony Rice records are a good cross example to get into, where it's not too quote too bluegrass. I shouldn't say like that. That's not, but you know what I mean. Real like
Tony would take offense to that, I'm sure.
I know. Like the Norman Blake great records and the Kentucky Colonels and all that stuff. I got into when I was 19. It was great.
People tend to latch on to one artist and not expand outward from that. Like they may like a Tony Rice solo record or a Tony Rice unit record, but it's harder for them to go then from there go, well, I'm going to check out Norman Blake now, or so on and so forth.
I mean, Older in the Way, Jerry Garcia turned a lot of people into that music.
He did.
A lot of deadheads.
They're still having a conversation I was involved with. Hey, all you British people are hot today. Sorry for it. Here at the beach, it'll be 74.
It's going to be 84 today here. It's 6.
It'll be 80s in LA, but here at the beach, it's much cooler.
So are you going to always have a weather report segment at the very beginning?
When it makes other people angry, yes.
Okay, well, that's what it's there for, right? Okay, I got my weather report. It's currently it's 84. And the high is only 84 today, so that's a good 10 degrees.
What's your humidity today?
High as hell.
Well, 84 at 10 a.m.
We don't have, you know what? Screw you people who listen to what people say about California. There's no humidity.
Yeah.
With global warming, we get a little bit.
I know what they say. It's not the heat, it's the humidity.
I still think the Bay Area has the best overall weather
in California. No,
not the
San Diego has the best weather.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, the humidity is 76 right now.
Okay, I do not miss humidity, and that's
why I don't have problems with static in my records. I don't need an anti-static gun.
No static at all.
Hey, Harry, I'm sure you're watching that right now. So go turn on Telemundo or whatever.
Omnivore Records. Y'all are big Omnivore Records.
Well, that's my friend's record company.
Well, they just had a sale. It may still be going on. I
think it probably was over the weekend.
It may have been like 3 days. I think it might have been 17th, 18th, and 19th. But I picked up on a couple of sales. But I've got some coming. I've got, let's see, it's got a Gene Clark, early recordings from Gene Clark. Mm-hmm. And let's
CD.
Really remember.
You getting the CDs or vinyl?
No, I'm getting the vinyl.
Wow.
Yeah. What's the bass player?
Jacko.
Jacko. Yeah, I got a Jacko record coming. But it was a real nice half price sale for 3 days, I guess it was.
Yeah.
Matt, are we taking viewers away from the Weather Channel right now? Are you really at the Weather Channel?
Weather station. The thing I don't like about the Weather Channel is the commercial breaks in your area.
Hey, Bill Codville's here. Bill Codville was the first winner of my first contest on from the members section. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bill. Now you'll get what do they call it? Mail in the mail.
Now, he's going to come and stay here sometime in September. So,
well, you'll never leave, Bill. I'm sorry. Well,
he was very kind for me to host me.
You invited the half the world in September until you realized that stupid audio show ain't happening.
Yeah, it's so weird that the way I can't believe these kind of venues or none of these kind of organizations aren't really better at marketing. And when they can do Instagram, say, we've taken over, the thing in September's changed. Nothing that.
Well, I can speak to it sort of.
If you still Google, you still see the September thing.
I understand, but I could speak sort of. My thought is that they're nincompoops who don't know how to do stuff.
Exactly.
However, legally, I don't know how it works. If you take over a show, I don't think legally you take over, like, let's just say their
old,
all their data,
right.
like people that have opted in to be an
But you
invited.
think the old people who sold it would have taken their shit down or something?
What, somebody bought out the audio
people
show
that produce the Seattle or the Pacific Audio Show, Northwest
Pacific Audio Fest.
So
Rob,
is it rescheduled or is it?
Rob broke the news to me. I didn't know about because I had like Michael.
Because I'm organized.
Yeah, Michael Poetry was staying here in September, and a couple other people, maybe Rob. Now it's going to be January. It's at a different venue on the other side of Lake Washington in Renton, which is only 20 minutes from here, give or take. So it's different. It's in January now, which is unfortunate because then it's darker and but whatever. I mean, September is a great time.
Do they make a lot of sales at those shows, or is it to get dealers to
it's the dealers
and
dealers will make orders to get.
Well, they don't really take. I mean, sometimes there's certain smaller that will have like sales on speakers or lesser cost items, but it gets people to hear brands in one place, all the brands and stuff. I don't know. It's not the Pacific show here is not one of the bigger shows by any stretch.
No.
Well, how many systems can you listen to in a day?
Well, you can walk around to the rooms, but they're not perfectly set up.
Can everyone start preparing for Vinyl Piper's birthday in January?
Happy birthday, Piper.
Happy birthday. Yeah.
Happy birthday. It's 6 months away.
Okay. Mine is coming up in 2 months.
I'm
going to be with Rob on my birthday, possibly.
How old will you be?
And it wasn't
71?
I will be 72.
72.
Hey,
and I graduated high school in 1972.
Mazzy, when you come down for the show, can you bring your handicap placard with you?
I don't have one.
Speaking of which, I've got to check on that. I'm trying to get the doctor to sign so I can get the license tag instead of having to have the placard. Doctors are slow in response.
I don't know what. I don't need a placard.
Dan B's birthday's tomorrow. How old are you going to be, Dan B? Have you beaten
Mazzy? Dan B.
Mazzy, you can walk more than 200 yards without having to stop.
Yeah.
Right.
Then
you don't qualify.
Yeah, I'm more or less healthy. I mean, considering
you're not on oxygen.
Elliot,
you're not in a wheelchair. You're not using assistance to walk.
But Elliot, you have to agree. Do you think it's a handicap? Because Mazzy does stop every 200 yards because he talks to someone who doesn't want to listen to him. Is that a handicap?
Change this to Rob. I'm going to change this to Rob.
That's a social handicap, Rob. Social handicap.
This is out of print.
I'm wearing. I don't even know if this is in print. This is a record collector news.
This is way out of print.
Yeah. I think Jim found this like in the bottom of a box somewhere and gave it to me.
David Donnelly, when in August? When is your birthday in August?
I can believe all the old shit you talk about, David Donnelly.
I'm wearing my
I gotta remember to pull out my records.
Sure.
I got to remember for David and Michelle to pull out my records when they're color vinyl, and I feel like I'm not pleasing my audience anymore in the United Kingdom.
Wait, Matt Basterson is 61. Jeez,
there was a man.
Is there anyone here in a valuable advertising demographic?
No.
Wow,
I'll be 6. Mazzy's 4 years older than me. I'll be 68 in October.
Well, if you were a freshman, I was beating the crap out of you.
Yeah, probably were.
Did you graduate in 74?
Oh, no.
76? 76?
77.
Oh, 77. I graduated in 77.
I was the oldest person in my class.
August 9th. Okay.
That did not fail a grade.
Well, David, you'll be a sort of a year older than me. Elliot's 10 years older than me.
So you're a Leo. I'm a Virgo. I'm on the cusp. I'm August 23rd. Keith Moon's birthday, Gene
Wait.
Kelly,
Hold on 1 second.
River Phoenix.
Bill K's the oldest one that watches. I think there's a room full of old people at a home that can't move that are forced to watch.
There's a nurse's assistant that's a big vinyl fan, and he goes and sets the TV in the community room on YouTube, Rob's channel, and they all have to watch, but they enjoy it.
Hey, so explain to us the intricacies of getting a mail order bride, Chris. Does he speak English?
I had a friend that brought a bride back from Korea. He was stationed in South Korea.
A lot of people did. There's a generation, that whole generation.
It didn't work out though. She was she was a lady of the night that he married. And
I'm going to be losing viewers, people. Is anyone concerned that I'll be losing viewers?
See, your audience skews older than the rest of the vinyl community.
My audience saw Abraham Lincoln be assassinated.
Well, you know what Abraham Lincoln said about the internet?
What?
It wasn't positive. Yes. He said avoid vinyl channels.
Is this kind of humor you gave your students, Elliot?
So
I forced it on them, captive audience.
So what records and music? Now, August 29th. Who's August 29th? Okay, August 29th this year. Chris, is that your birthday, August 29th? That's going to be the 60th anniversary of the final Beatle concert at Candlestick Park, August 29th.
Hey, so, Chris. Wow.
So I had a drum lesson 60 years ago, August 29th.
Hey, Chris, if you go up to people and tell them that, they'll think you're stranger than you are right now.
I'm winding down.
I finally watched a decent Netflix show over the last couple of nights. I watched the Lord of the Flies remake from BBC.
Oh, was it good?
It was very good. Yes, very good.
What show?
The Lord of the Rings. I mean, Lord of the Flies.
That's when all the kids beat up each other.
You've seen it all. They kill the fat kid. Everyone.
Well, they did. Piggy. They did. It was.
That was one of the creepiest movies I remember. It was a British film, the original, like early 60s.
You know what? I'll tell you the best one. The best one is the one they made in the 90s. That's the best version of Lord of the Rings.
Is that the one with
this one is 4 parts, and
is that the one with Rob? Is that the one with Jeff Goldblum?
They're all kids on the show.
Oh, but I thought Lord of the Fly was Jeff Goldblum.
No, he did the horror movie about the fly.
I know. I'm giving Rob
I don't know what happened, Vinyl Piper. I think Melinda Murphy might have mentioned me because Mazzy has the opposite effect.
Is that a month? Is that a monthly thing?
Yeah, I'm up almost 20 subscribers. 19.
We'll give you a cookie.
Yeah. Rob, I got featured on a vinyl influencer channel the other day, and
let us be the judge if this person's a vinyl influencer.
It's Vinyl Reckoning. It's Stacy and Matt, and they real well produced stuff. And they went to Motorco in Durham, and I showed. They had 3 or 4 of us show the record we wanted to spotlight.
Yeah.
And I showed my Dillard and Clark promo copy. Not the one I bought from you, Mazzy, but I acquired another one recently. Cool. I showed that, and so it's gotten like 3,600 views or something like that. It hadn't increased my subscriptions or anything like that, maybe by 1 or 2, but I thought it was neat. It was real nice of Matt and Stacy to feature me and had some kind words about me as a seller. And
I don't know them, Elliot. I'm not joking. I don't know.
That's fine. They got a lot. I mean, they're not Mazzy level, but they're pretty high up there with their number of subscribers. They don't do live streams or anything. They do produced content.
Mm-hmm.
Nice,
Hey,
nice folks.
hey, Daddy Bog, I thought you were much older than that.
Yeah, that was an education yesterday. Let me talk about that for a minute. I mean, I think most people
Oh, no,
know.
Mazzy wants to rant.
Are
Right?
you
No,
want to talk
I'm not
about
a
getting
rant.
naked on your videos, man?
Not a rant. I've shown nude records within my video, not as a thumbnail. And obviously I know there's a difference because everyone can see a thumbnail. You don't see inside. In fact, we click that not for young viewer button when we upload. And I have shown two versions, the front and the back. I've shown that Blind Faith album. I've shown plenty of albums with nudity. And the Jimi Hendrix, Electric Ladyland, everything. So I showed that cover. Now, the cover of that golden earring is really a showgirl, a Vegas style showgirl. Now, obviously not Vegas, and she's wearing pasties, and it's an illustration. It's not even a photograph.
Okay.
And the automatic bots, literally within 20 minutes, I got a thing. We've changed your picture. You violated the terms, whatever. They said, but this is not a copyright strike, or this is not a strike.
I saw that,
which is great. But they automatically, you know how when you first upload, there's like choices if you don't upload a custom thumbnail.
right?
So they uploaded one of the ones that just show up, and it's me holding that exact record, the whole friggin' record.
Well, Mazzy, I have to think someone complained.
Well, either way, if I had not changed it, I wonder if they would have flagged me again, because the one they grabbed showed the whole fucking record. Now,
Yeah,
it was
Mazzy,
a little blurry.
I'm gonna guess that either one of two things happened. Someone complained,
Could be.
or it was an automated.
Yeah, it's probably. I think it's an
Probably
automated.
a bot. Yeah.
So anyway, I cropped it at her neck, and I cropped it. I mean, I would have done that to begin with. I didn't do that to try to get. That's just a friggin' album cover, you know.
Never. Wait. Let me say this. Never has a golden earring record gotten so much discussion.
Right. Well,
until now.
In the 70s, I mean, what it came out, the American cover had a condensed version, not a gatefold, of that woman, right? A few months later, or the second press, they were getting flack from retailers and customers. So they changed the cover. MCA in 74 changed the cover to a black and white cover with a gold earring on it. So they changed it back then. Yeah. So, but that's kind of bullshit stuff, because
there's some.
She has pasties. It's not even a full nude.
Hold on. There's some jazz records from the 70s.
Yeah, exactly.
With full on nudity on it.
I'm trying to think if I've shown anything like in a thumbnail.
A pop record, meaning rock or whatever. They're trying to appeal to a massive audience.
Sure, I understand that.
So it doesn't make sense to me for a record label to try to be that daring, if you will, because you can't stick that record at the back then at the Kmart and put it for sale without somebody getting upset, because you've got all kinds of people going through there. Sure, at a record store or something, it would not be a big deal, but when it's a mass appeal attempt to sell records, play it safe, man.
I remember I said in that video, when Michelle photographed Native Heart, the Tony Williams album in 89, 88, whatever it was, there's a picture of this woman, and she used this Polaroid film called Polapan, and it's a nude, and woman has shadows across, and they're about to go to press, and they said, we have to remove the nipple because, box stores won't get it. Now, big box stores aren't going to buy Tony Williams records anyway. Blue Note, give me a break. Yeah. But they went in, this is pre-Photoshop, and they had to retouch the nipple out. So there's a shadow there. It's like women don't have nipples. So it's in shadow, and it was an artistic photograph. This has happened before.
If you had Mazzy being censored for nudity on your 2026 bingo card.
Yep.
You're right. It is.
Mazzy pumps out so much content, though, Rob. It's bound to happen eventually.
You know what? Tune in next week when Mazzy gets censored for wearing a meat dress.
But there is the thing, you can show guns and bombs going off, and the Dead Kennedys album of the of the the Vietnamese person burning up and all that kind of stuff. But God forbid you show some. No, I'm not even talking about explicit nudity.
Mazzy,
you're not going to show that Scorpions cover,
Mazzy,
Rob,
I'll tell you that when in the history of popular music have people not been censored for one thing or another?
You could just go this route.
What is that?
This is the bad checks.
Yeah,
and this is from a notorious strip club.
Basically, that's North Carolina nudity right there.
Yes, yeah.
She's doing a ballet move. Hold on. She's not showing her cooter to people who will watch.
Yeah,
it's a ballet
expression on the waitress's face, and look, and on the back cover they blacked out this girl's eyes, but this is actually taken from a place called the Keg in Raleigh, out on Capitol Boulevard. It's a punk band from the Raleigh area, the Bad Checks, from the late 70s, early 80s.
Chris, I don't have a list of all my subscribers. I don't even know if that's
I thought that was pretty cool.
I don't know if that's possible to really have a list to download subscriber names, and you wouldn't have contacts anyway. I don't know if that's even a possibility.
Well, for what reason do you need to do this?
He says if you lost everything, I had to start all over. I mean, they'd have to just find me.
Yeah, I don't think Mazzy's in danger of having his channel taken down.
No.
I've never got a copyright strike. And all these people like the Rick Beatos and the big channels, I always complain about putting a song up and everything. I do agree it's kind of fucked up that there should be some kind of thing that if you're promoting a record, you're allowed to play a bit of it. I do agree with that. But like all of us, I mean, they will do. I just got banned and bitch slap Rick Beato's talking about because he tried to play a song. It makes sense when he's interviewing someone. He should be able to play a song, and there should be some kind of button you can put or something.
I've never had an issue in the last couple of years with doing taking little snippets of, like if I'm talking about a Tony Rice song, like I did in the recent video I did, review of his album, and taking 45 seconds or a minute of that song from that Tony Rice album. I get banned in Belarus and Russia sometimes for it, but nowhere else.
And the thing is, usually if a song is something I cannot play, you get before you go live.
It's because you're monetized.
Right. Yeah. But what I'm
not monetized, so I can show any clip I want.
Yeah.
They always say this is copyright controlled, but they're allowing you to show it.
But if I'm monetized, even if I'm monetized, if I play music that's allowed, I don't get any money. Every once in a while,
that video doesn't collect money for you.
Every once in a while, there's a split where you share it with the copyright. And I don't know how that happens. They just offer that. Some artists, I guess, or publishers.
Well, here's my take on Rick Beato. Obviously, he should be allowed because to make commentary and use examples.
Yeah, I think so too.
But on the other hand, that dude, I think, thrives off of this nonsense.
Of course, controversy works. Like even me with this nude thing yesterday, I use it to get, people like focusing on that kind of thing. They might go check the video out. I'm not an idiot about that. Controversy sells. People that's why clickbait pictures, clickbait title.
Mazzy told me his next video he's going to be wearing an afro wig. It's going to be very
that should be classic. Remember afro combs?
Yes.
Afro combs. You never get in a confrontation in the 1970s with a kid with an afro comb in their back pocket, because those were dangerous weapons.
Okay, thank you.
People don't know what we're talking about, but it's like 3 or 4 prong for an afro to push out an afro.
Sponge cake cutters.
Hey, can someone step on Daddy Bog's oxygen tube, please?
Hey, I was trying to explain afro combs. Now, come on.
I think you said enough, Elliot.
Well,
the key part in the handle, it'd be a plastic black handle, and coming out of the plastic black handle would
Yes.
be a
Power.
a black power fist. So that was the Afro cone.
Hey, you can just go Devil Alex. You can cross that off your bingo card.
Okay. Well, the Supreme Court literally just came with a decision that a Rastafarian cannot sue the penal system. They've cut off his dreadlocks. So he cannot sue them for cutting off his dreadlocks. That just came across the news.
Now, what's the rationale for having to cut off, believing they have to cut off his dreadlocks?
Well, they shave your head and they cut things off. And for a lot of Rastafarian, that's a sort of semi-religious thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of a. So
I mean, I thought you could have as long hair. Well, I guess
it probably fell under a penal.
This is in Louisiana or in New Orleans.
Whatever.
Yeah, Louisiana. So.
Well, that's sorry.
Yeah, I think come on.
I mean, it'd be one thing if he was joining the Marines. You got to get your head shaved in.
Listen, prisoners need their dreadlocks.
I agree.
Exactly. They should be able to have, whatever.
They ain't got many rights. They need to have a few.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, all you people who support dreadlocks, send your cards and letters to Mazzy in care of Silver Platters Records.
United we stand.
I'm actually wearing this in support of trying to get people to I think we need more YouTubers to go to Vinyl Con, Chad Fest.
Yeah, you know what? Mazzy and I kind of have a friendly acquaintance with the PR guy Chad uses. Mazzy's talked with him directly.
I want to see Nick Lowe with him.
The way that they're going about, I guess there's not enough YouTubers who are going to Salina. Maybe reach out to the YouTubers. Maybe that might be a good way to get them.
If it was easier for me to get to, I would go. I'm not against it at all.
But the problem, most YouTubers are not extremely wealthy people, and you would really have to have a lot of money to justify.
Elliot.
Yes.
Here was my take, and I've said this before. You can blame costs. You can blame a number of things. But it's really the landscape of things that are happening around that time. Am I going to spend my money to go to one of 4 or 5 different events happening within 4 weeks of each other? That's what it's about. It's 100% about that for me as a YouTuber. But here's one thing that has not swayed me. I have not been reached out to by anybody to come to Salina. Seriously. And I don't think I'm the biggest thing in the world, but twice a week we do this little stream, and I think a sizable amount of people watch it.
But I understand that, Rob, and you would be someone, you and Mazzy would be someone. I would think that they would do some enticement to come out.
What are they going to do? They're not going to. I mean, this is not a cut on them, but no one is going to fly us out, put us up, and not that I expect that.
Mazzy. I have attended events that they need to draw a certain amount of people because they don't have a huge marketing budget.
Like a press
events, and they rely on people. Listen, people can say what they want about the age we live in. There's a lot of negatives. But the positives are, if you're trying to promote something, you don't need a huge marketing budget to do it. But you do need to strategically do stuff. And if you're choosing certain people to be your mouthpiece, you need to make sure that those certain people have enough influence over the people who would pay and come to you.
I'm going to call you on this little bit.
Wait, Mazzy, you could comp 5 or 6 people in the vinyl community that have like huge number of followers or views or live streams like Rob has or Chance has. you could comp 5 or 6 of those people and have them promote the event, and it would probably draw enough people to take up the cost of comping you guys and get a bigger turnout. Now, are they trying to make money off of this, or are they just trying to use this to promote?
Well,
I think it's a
acoustic
celebration.
sounds?
hold on.
But
There's a celebration. It's my take on it. It's more like patting yourself on the back situation, but
it's a victory lap.
right. But whatever expense it's costing Chad to put this on, he's going to write it off as a marketing expense, right?
But the bottom line is, if you've got 120 people watching right now, I don't know how many you got watching.
Well, that's Elliot. That's a huge insult to me.
Well,
120.
Well, how many you got watching right now? I don't see a number.
170.
Okay, if you got 170 people watching, plus you're gonna get a bunch of people watching the replay, after the fact. You got a lot of views. How many people right now in the peanut gallery are in a financial situation in their life that they would drop $5,000 or $6,000?
But Elliot, I do not disagree with you. Majority of the decisions we make are financial based. So I don't disagree with you. My take is I do have money to travel. I do have it.
Yeah, okay.
Right. But again, if my choice is to go to this one event, I'd rather go to another event that's happening around the same time, because I can do other things that allow me to be more efficient with my money.
And if my choices are to attend 3 or 4 concerts within a 6-month time frame of this event, or go to this event, and the 3 or 4 concerts would cost me a third of what that one trip to Kansas would cost me to attend, I'm not going to go to Kansas.
Okay, Elliot, let me explain to you as someone I think it's generally the way people like me that are Gen X and younger kind of think about things. I majority pay for my life, seriously. And I advise a lot of people. A majority of what I pay for my life with are credit cards, reward-based credit cards. One of my credit cards is a travel credit card. I love it. I actually pay a premium to own this, to have this card. They do take a big chunk of the yearly fee away based on how much you spend on travel. But one of my credit cards is a travel credit card. And the amount of records I buy, I use it. I pay for my bills with it. So I have a ton of points, a ton. And I can use them to do whatever I want. I could use them to go to Salina for this event. Or I could go to the radio station record show in New York. Or I could go to the Capitol Audio Fest. Or I could go to Den Bosch. All these events are happening within 4 weeks of each other. Or I could go visit family. Or I could go on a vacation and sit on a beach and drink.
There you go.
Right. So I have the means of doing this. Is this the place I'd rather go? Well, here's a big factor. And I'll be honest with you, because a majority of the traveling I've done in the last 5 years have been meeting up with VC people like Mazzy. So I find that a fun time. But here's the thing. None of us are going there. So, Elliot, that's a huge thing for me. There'll be a lot in New York for the record show. There'll be some people in DC for the Capitol Audio Fest. In my understanding, and people can correct me, who am I going to hang out with I'm a friendly guy. I can meet up with some people, but people who I've become friends with.
Well, as a boomer, I respect your philosophy on the credit card and everything. Yeah. I don't know if Mazzy will agree with me or not, but as a boomer, my parents were, children of the Depression. And the thing that's always been put in my head is debt free. Do not use a credit card unless you can pay that credit
Yeah,
card
well,
off at the end of the
Elliot,
month. And
Elliot,
never, once you get out of debt with your house, don't ever go into debt.
Elliot, I've lived debt free for 30 years.
That's good.
I don't carry debt. I pay off my credit cards each month. So again, that's how you get the points. If you don't pay
more
off
power to you.
Get the points.
But we don't want anybody taking your advice, not realizing that you're keeping you're
I
paying
don't go.
off.
Listen, it might seem this way. I have not gone into debt buying records. It could, it might change.
Okay.
Speaking of going into debt with records, what's up, Patrick?
So I do the same thing like you, Rob. Sorry, Mazzy, but
Go ahead.
He asked me a question. So I do the same thing as you. I have a credit card and I just used it. And like everything I buy, like even everything I buy is tied to that card, and I get points.
Yep.
And I literally I have a refrigerator freezer in my garage. It just bit the dust. I've spent enough on records and shipping and crap that I was able to pay for another refrigerator freezer just using I have a Capital One card using the Capital One points, and just tie everything to it and pay it off. I pay it off every 2 weeks. So just so you don't carry.
I pay it off every month. I pay it off every month.
Just always pay it off, and you don't have to worry about Elliot.
And you get the points.
That's good, but you can get carried away with a credit card. I have no credit cards.
I check it all the time, man.
Technically, I have one credit card tied to my checking account, but
can I tell you something?
I don't even know where the card is.
I suggest if you like credit cards. Like, here's a good, for instance, I have a Chase Sapphire card, which is like the best travel card you could get. I get free Apple TV and Apple Music with it. They give it for free. There's a lot of free perks with these cards. I have T-Mobile, so I have Mint, which is I'm tied to T-Mobile on my phone, but I have the T-Mobile home internet, which I've really liked, and it's not that expensive. And through it, you get that T-Mobile perks reward every Tuesday. Get free MLB TV. You get a lot of freebies.
That's why your internet sucks.
I was in airports and they have those priority rooms, those lounges and shit with the Capital One card. I'm not a Capital One shill because that's really the only card that I have. I only have it because my son said you got to get this. So,
well, Patrick, you were just in the capital of Capital One in Richmond, Virginia.
So if anybody wants to hear about my record hunting in the Richmond area, I am fully prepared to give you the lowdown on what to do and not to do if you're in that area.
Well, I can tell you there's about 6, as I remember the last time I went record shopping in Richmond, there were about 6 stores there.
So Richmond is the only place you should focus on. Don't go to frickin' Williamsburg. Don't go to Newport News. Don't go to frickin' Hampton. Don't go to Virginia Beach, because every record starts off at $20 there. Every record, no matter what it is at $20. But there's some really good stores. I went to at least 3 very good stores in Richmond. So, the best one was the last.
Did you go to the store that's like heavy metal store? Did you go to that one?
I went to that one. Yeah, the one that has it also has a bunch of pinball machines.
Did you find there's the big ones in Carytown, and Carytown is sort of like the restaurant, shopping, walkable area of Richmond. All right, man.
So I wasn't in Richmond. I was in Williamsburg. So the best store I went to was a place called Records and Relics RVA, and that was only it was only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I went there right before I went to the airport. That place had some great stuff. I mean, really had like 5 bargain bins, had 5 new arrival bins. The prices were excellent. I even pulled this yellow vinyl, Yellow Brick Road UK press for a really reasonable.
Don't go to Williamsburg.
Oh, sorry, Richmond. Richmond is the one you want to go to.
Richmond. I thought you'd said.
The only thing in Williamsburg is a university, William and Mary, and the Busch Gardens, and Colonial Williamsburg.
Most importantly, Colonial Williamsburg plus Colonial Jamestown. The Jamestown settlement is also right there.
Yeah. And they had
great history.
There's 2 stores that had really good jazz section. If I knew more about jazz, I probably would have bought some shit. And like I said, the one I'm talking, Records and Relics, also had a really good soul R&B section. Really well curated, small shop, maybe 20 boxes, but they were all good stuff. It I highly recommend. One of the better stores I've been to in a while. So,
speaking of R&B sold, at the record show Sunday I did in Raleigh, I've had a nice box of R&B sold, 60s, 70s R&B and soul, and hadn't been selling anything. A guy with a British accent, I don't know if he was from England or South Africa or wherever, he came in, went through it, ended up buying like 7 from that box. Some nice stuff that had been sitting there forever, but the right person came along, and I was glad he found some things he liked. Most of them were $8 to $12 records. One of them I think was a $26 record. He didn't bat an eye. Of course, I gave him a discount once we added up everything he had. But nice to see somebody buying some R&B soul for a change.
I buy R&B and soul.
I see a lot of people buying R&B.
I need those people to come to the shows.
At that last record store I was talking about, he was playing a song by an album by a lady named Betty Wright, who I wasn't familiar with, but it was really, really good. Really good.
She was married to Miles Davis.
Yeah, so she was. Oh, is that Betty Day? Is that her?
Oh, I'm sorry, Betty Wright. Never mind. Wrong. Betty Wright record.
Here's what I sold to that person: Anthony and the Imperials, Black Magic, Baby Ray. The Patty Drew was the $26.
Is Elliot going to recite all the records he's selling? Or?
No, I just told you the ones I sold to that guy.
God,
Patty Drew was the expensive record.
So do you have a spreadsheet where you actually track this stuff, or do you just like have an abacus?
I have a computer spreadsheet. It's called a legal pad.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And an abacus. So yeah, there you go.
Whoa.
But hey, back to credit cards. You guys have good self-restraint and control, but let's remember there's a lot of people that can get overboard on credit cards. So there's good reason to. We're not
here to monitor people's fucking spending habits. If they can't handle it, then that's their problem. We're just giving general information to the general public, Elliot. We can't be like the government and prop everybody up and take care of everybody and tell them what to do.
It's good.
I want to talk for a second. This came up because Rob was talking about choosing where you want to go. There's a lot of stuff happening in the fall, and Chad's one. Now, I'm not as hard on this vinyl con thing as Rob is.
I'm not. How am I hard on it?
Hold on. You just said vinyl con. You should say vinyl summit, because vinyl con is cool.
Oh, right. You're right. I apologize. Thanks for the correction. Vinyl summit. Because as far as I'm concerned, all the big record shows, from my point of view, except for WFMU, which I think had a lot of great, probably the best aside from Austin, maybe, of the European and foreign stuff that came in. Every other record show to me are more or less the same. It's just the luck of the draw or bad luck, who's there that week, that weekend, whatever. So wherever you go, I want to go to a city where I can meet up with people. I know I'm a little different.
I literally just said
I understand that. I would no, but yeah, I haven't finished. But going to Chad, going to the Chad Fest, I'm nicknaming it here. We all have been, like Hawaiian guy. Going to Chad Fest there is a different thing of meeting people. I don't expect to go there to meet a lot of vinyl community people. If I was to go, I'm not going, but I would like to meet, Matt Luthans, and I don't know if Kevin Gray is going to be there, probably not, but some of these people from the labels, and they're going to be there. I like that. I like that.
Mazzy, every time I've ever gone to a place going, hey, I'd like to meet Matt Luthans, here's what happens. Hey, Matt Luthans, I'd love to meet you. My name's Rob. I have a YouTube. Hey, I have to go throw my gum away, and he walks away.
Yes.
That's not going to be worth it.
No, Matt reached out to me when I had him ask a question.
I have a different take.
But the thing is, I can do that in LA. When I meet you guys, there's a lot of people in LA. When we had Jesus fucking Christ, no, Rob, shut up on your own channel once in a while.
Here's what you're doing. You're making.
Well, finish your point so we all can talk.
Instead of telling me what I'm doing, let me.
You're making my point for me, Mazzy. That's okay. What you're doing.
That's fine. But to go to LA, the Vinyl Con, we met the Discogs people, we met the people from the labels. It was a fun thing.
What's this we shit? We didn't meet the Discogs people.
Well, Rob did.
Yeah.
Rob and I. So to me, I used my points to fly on Alaska to LA. So I went there for free. I stayed with my friends. So all the money I spent in Los Angeles was for food and records and a little transportation locally. Except I didn't give you.
But you have a different take on that. You go for a different. So
I don't need the records anymore. I buy very few records. Yes.
So conversely, I choose to go to VinylCon as opposed to ChadFest because I can go to 30 record stores in the LA area. Some of the best. I can take any one of those stores and drop into any city
Patrick.
in the U.S. and I'm already that's the best store in that city. So I can take Permanent Records, Record Safari.
Patrick, I bet you you're right. I bet you those record fairs you go to or those stores are going to have better records than this store.
I enjoy hanging out with you guys and stuff, but my main focus when I go to those things is to find records. And LA never disappoints. The Vinyl Con is just kind of like icing on the cake of an LA vinyl buying experience. I'm going to buy more records before I even get to the Vinyl Con.
Can I help everyone? I'm going to help everyone right now. I'm going to give you the 5.5 reasons. This is the qualifications to go anywhere if you have the time and money to do so. And if ChadFest or Vinyl Summit doesn't match these 5 things, then don't go. Number one, what Patrick just said. How likely am I going to be able to shop for records nonstop and pick up stuff I want? Number one. Number two, how convenient is it going to be for me to get around and visit all the places I want to visit? Number three, am I going to meet up and hang out with people I like hanging out with? Number three. Number four, food. Am I going to be able to eat what I want to eat and go eat where I want to eat? And then how much is it going to cost me to do all these things? Those are the 5 things. It's 5.
Rob,
how about finding a bed big enough to sleep in?
Rob, you're absolutely right. Part of the thing for me about not going to ChadFest is it is somewhat more complicated and long to get to from where I am. Now, for other people, if I could drive there within 6-7 hours, I would go. I would take the drive. I like taking drives. I would do that.
If I could drive it, I would probably go if I could drive it.
But I don't, and to be honest with you, aside from David did an excellent thing last night. He's trying to get people to go. Aside from David, I don't know what other YouTubers they're referring to that they supposedly want are going. And I'm not putting down the Chad thing at all. I think it could be a good thing. Who else is going? Who else is committed?
I'm assuming Louis is going. Was he the co-host with David? Louis, yeah.
Louis Jazz.
You mean Nick? You mean Novice Nick?
No, Louis.
I don't know.
My gosh,
Louis, who the pop
Vinyl Latte. The guy that doesn't he co-host stuff?
Who the fuck is Vinyl Latte?
Okay, hold on.
The guy that co-hosts with David.
I don't know.
Elliot, you bring up a good point without knowing you're bringing up a good point.
Sorry, I don't mean to be disrespecting Vinyl Latte. I just never even heard of Vinyl Latte.
Okay, so actually, I agree with you, Patrick. He is not a guy who mingles with the VC.
No. The VC is not one group of people. It is a bunch of separate groups.
Can I finish making my point?
Maybe.
If I'm going to invest my time in one of my criteria is hanging out with people I want to hang out with, that dude does not mingle with the VC that I'm part of.
That you're a part of. And I'm no fan of or enemy or fan of Louis. I met him one time at a record show, but he is there are lots of people that watch his content, and that's the point I'm making. We know each other, and we kind of are a subset of the vinyl community. There are lots of people within the vinyl community that don't know. They may know Mazzy because he's massive, but they don't know the rest of us.
But
because
Elliot,
they are
Elliot,
watching different content.
Elliot, your
in the
criteria
vinyl community.
your criteria is not my criteria. My criteria for people that are part of the VC is everybody here watching and commenting is part of the VC. You know why? Because they're participating in VC stuff.
But what my point is, there's content you're not getting in your feed or you're not clicking on that are other people within the vinyl. You said, for instance, wait, Rob, you said you didn't know who Vinyl Reckoning was when I mentioned that that couple's video content. They're huge, but they don't travel in the same circle.
Don't box me in here, Elliot. There are plenty of people that I would consider part of the VC that I don't know about.
I just realized I could have met Elliot.
Yeah, that dude I know about. I kind of feel he's not part of the VC.
Rob,
how far do you live from Richmond, Elliot?
Rob, seasonally, when we hear about the Austin record, when we hear about the Austin Record Show, the various vinyl cons, WFMU, etc., there is a groundswell of certain VC people going to all of those. The New York people and other people go to New York. The Austin people, a lot of people, we've gone to Austin. We've been to LA. There's even Seattle, the Pacific Audio Show. We had a little bit of a groundswell coming here for whatever reason. And I'm not putting it down. I'm not going to defend it or say it's bad because it's not a bad thing. So far, there hasn't been this VC quote groundswell to go to Chad Fest. I don't know why, but there hasn't. But Austin, New York, LA.
Hold on. And people, I'm asking you to be semi-serious with this. How many of you that regularly watch Patrick, Mazzy, Elliot, or whoever, and when they recommend something, you go stream or listen to it and then buy it? Because several people reach out to me and go, "Thanks for recommending that record, Rob. I really enjoyed it." Okay, those sort of things go into being part of the VC for me. And then I meet people and they go, "Oh, I'm this person." I go, "Cool, great to meet you," and we hang out and we talk. If you
people email me, I got people calling me.
Right. If you tell me you're going to the vinyl summit, then that would give me a reason to go. No one's doing that. No one's telling me I'm going to go, Elliot. These are the 5 criteria that I have of deciding.
There is another subset of the vinyl community. You need to be, and y'all were part of that. I'm not.
You mean the vampires?
And that subset are the people that are in a position in their life where they can travel to these major record shows and audio conventions and things like that. The vast majority of us are not in a position and financially in our lives where that is even an option. I'm sure the vast majority of the 180 or so people watching now, this would be a pipe dream for me to fly to LA or New York to go to a record show. That's
Elliot,
not
can I
part
just,
of reality.
a minute? Can I just destroy what you just said, Elliot?
No, you can't.
Yes, I will. I'm going to do it right now.
You can't do it because it's the truth.
Go, Elliot. Yes, I'm Team Elliot today.
All right.
Of course you are. You're both old.
You're muted right now. Elliot, I'm going to destroy what you just said right now.
No, you're not. You can't because the vast majority of people are not in a position to do that.
Hold on, Elliot. Twice a month, at least from your mouth, I've heard that I'm at record shows. At least twice a month. Am I wrong?
Elliot goes to more record shows than anybody I know.
All right. So if Elliot comes on a week before, he goes, "Hey guys, I'm going to be selling at this and this record show.
Come by."
If someone hears you and they go, "You know what? I was going to be in this area for this reason. You've given me another reason so I can go meet Elliot." So Elliot, take your thumb and insert it in your rectum. No. You are part of the machine, Elliot. You are.
So, Elliot,
I'm just saying there's levels to this. There's levels to this.
If you want to go, if you want to go sell some records, put aside a little slush fund for your travel budget. And by the way, is it just me or does your shirt look like a Faith No More album cover? But anyway, sell some records. Sell some records, Elliot. Put it into a little fund. Let it grow over a year's time, and then fly somewhere. It's not that hard.
Hey, everyone,
and see, that would be a once in a 5-year event for me. That most of us, I sell records at regional within a hour and a half's drive of my home.
I don't even go that far. I sell records online, and if I sold here, I would go to the record shows here.
Elliot,
I wouldn't go for thousands of miles.
Elliot, I'm asking you a question, not because I think you're wrong, because I do think you're wrong. But what subset of the VC are you part of, Elliot?
I feel like I'm not a part. It depends on whether we're talking about travel as with vinyl records as the reason for travel or not.
You're like in the Mennonite section of the VC.
Oh, hold on. Geographically has nothing to do with it. Your ability to travel someone has nothing to do with you being part of the VC. Elliot,
Charlotte's a major hub. So
I suggest instead of lecturing us all about what the VC is, Elliot,
I'm not lecturing you. I'm just informing you.
Elliot, instead of lecturing us, please
instead of informing us, there you go.
Please go to these subset people and tell them how to be part of the VC. Okay, the regular VC.
Okay.
I don't know what to say to all that because
whoa, there's a first. Whoa, wait a minute, mark it down.
I'm not criticizing. I'm just letting you helping you realize that it's the things y'all were talking about are great, and it would be very fun, but it's not really an option.
Hey, Elliot, there's 199 people watching you lose.
You know what, Elliot?
Everything's not a competition.
I see people pay ridiculous amounts of money for fucking Olivia Rodrigo shit, Kimbo, and and then they'll go out and they'll spend
That's good.
ton of money on records that I would sit there and go, how the hell can you afford so what you think, Elliot, that people can or can't afford is kind of disproven every vinyl auction that I've ever seen in the vinyl community, every single one.
I stand by what I said.
Hey, Elliot, I don't care.
And you should.
As much of the garbage that's coming out of your mouth right now, I consider you part of the regular VC.
I was.
Why are you so defensive, Rob? Wait. Why is Rob so defensive? Why is Patrick
he's
so
always
defensive?
like that. He's always like that.
Because I'm attacked every day for everything I do, Elliot.
Because you attack everyone else.
Shut up, Mazzy.
I'm still waiting. Look at. I did a review yesterday from this Music on Vinyl audiophile series, and because I did a tweak, I don't think now Music on Vinyl is going to fly me to Amsterdam and go to Den Bosch because of that review. It was a good review, but I mentioned their hype sticker was wonky.
I saw that.
Yeah.
The most I've listened to.
So you complained about the hype sticker?
Well, no. What I complain about, it's they're rolling out a new audiophile label.
Hey,
yes,
hold on. I'm addressing this right now. Last stream, I say it all the time. I don't know everything. So take your thumb and insert it in your cafe.
Hey, okay, there's a vinyl cafe. There's a vinyl latte. I'm not even vinyl grapheo here. So
hey,
I don't even know what grapheo is. So.
What letter ratings in front
it's
of
an audiophile coffee label.
Okay, coffee label. Okay.
No, what the thing is, the hype sticker on this album that came out from their new line. It's the rollout for their audiophile line. Okay, it says from the
audiophile line with the digital step, right?
Yeah, but they don't. But this is the thing. This is where we got in trouble going back to MoFi and stuff. The hype sticker says mastered from the original analog tapes twice on the hype sticker. Inside it goes to the thing. There were some speed tape issues. They transferred. It is digital, but it has this whole big thing about it inside. But most people, I know we learn now, you got to say cut from analog. So they need to fix that, I think, or put from a something file.
Just a SPAR code. Just use a SPAR code.
Exactly. That was my only, comment and thing to them. And they sent me the record free, and I still had to point that out because this is a new. This is wait, shut up. This is a new rollout. So right out of the gate. And right out of the gate, they need to be really.
We talked about this already, Mazzy. These people need to learn something from MoFi Gate.
So we haven't talked about it since Mazzy dropped his video. So we have to circle back around. You know?
All right. He makes a good point, and I guess this is going to disprove all the people that get so pissed off at Mazzy and saying he's a shill and
I like the record. I think the record sounds really good. I don't care.
I promise you, Elliot, people are still going to call me a shill after you do
point here about people that criticize you and saying you're going to be absolutely positive about everything about these records you get. You're not. You've offered a critical critique of the repress of this golden earring. So people need to give Mazzy a little slack here and realize that he's not just, a puppet of the
First of all, this may not be a big record in the States. This is the biggest selling record out of the Netherlands. This is the biggest band in the Netherlands. This one particular record. So
are they more popular than like Anouk, whatever her name is?
I don't know that now. But it's one of the biggest bands out of Netherlands, and the label's out of the Netherlands, so it makes sense. The 70s MCA pressings are pretty shitty when I sold them. Not all of them, but a lot of those early 70s pressings from MCA weren't great. The Who records weren't great, the Elton John records. That's why you go for the DJM Elton John records are much better.
The uni stuff sucks. So, man.
Exactly. And
what about? I imagine those MCA. What do they call them? The Best Choice, Best Buy.
Well, they got
those are the ones you really want.
Yeah, in the later 70s into the 80s, they got better. But the press, I remember when we got Quadrophenia and Yellow Brick Road came out around the same time. We got so many defects. Part of it was the packaging because the thick multi-gatefold or whatever it was, they were warped. We returned small store hundreds of copies of those two records within a week or two.
I think the first Golden Earring was on Track here in the U.S. I think.
Well, it was Track in the U.K., not here. Track Records, the Who's label signed them. Yes. Yeah, MCA weren't great. So, and then they changed the cover on that.
Here's the question for you from the last time we talked about this.
They are cheap here, though. You're right.
Are you in any way getting someone from the record company to come talk about the record?
I've never seen anybody from MOV anywhere do anything.
I sent my contact info to Westman. He has yet to get a response. I haven't sent my email. It's been up 24 hours or my video to them, but it's been 24 hours. I'm going to send them a link. I'm sure they've seen it. I haven't got a response because it's a good review. It is.
Yeah, she's pretty big. She's pretty big in freaking the Netherlands. Analog October. That is true.
And then there's
I had 3 of her records, I think. Then
there's Shocking Blue.
Yeah, but they had a huge hit, but other than that, they not much after that.
The two, surprisingly, I agree with you. But when I heard those 2 singles, the A and B sides that MOV put out, there's a lot of great music. So they're beyond that. Maybe not in this country, but they're great songs. Great. A lot of their albums are actually really good.
Well, you could say that for a lot of countries, that never really crossed over. I mean, there's tons of krautrock bands that never fucking even sniffed any success whatsoever.
99 Left Balloons.
That's the refrain we hear from a lot of American.
This is like the only record I found in Williamsburg area. This is Dave Edmonds, and if people don't know, he was in a band called Love Sculpture, which is like kind of a very bluesy band. They were on Parlophone of all things, I do believe. But this is pretty good. This is like takes all the singles and really fine print. But yeah, so Thought I'd
That's
break up the monotony there and show that record because I was looking for something else.
Buddy at Omnivore released a Dave Edmunds double single LP from his whatever his main label was.
And since I think I could trigger Mazzy and Elliot probably with this. This is Ted Nugent and the Amboy Dukes Journey to the Center of the Mind. So
I have that.
I found this one at a cheap price.
You don't trigger me because I think that's a fantastic.
Wouldn't trigger me. I don't care for the album, but I never cared for Ted Nugent.
Patrick, why did you go to Richmond? Were you tagging along with your wife?
Yeah, she plays in the McDonald's All American Alumni Band. She was in the Macy's Parade. She's actually a musician. She was a musician back in the day. So they have an alumni thing. And
what instrument did she play?
Clarinet and saxophone.
Cool.
So she was performing at that, and I had a couple of days to tool around and go exploring record stores.
Did you see the magnificent campus of Virginia Commonwealth University?
I did
Basically
see that.
It's basically the whole city.
You should have.
Richmond's not bad, but
you should have touched base with Americana Sam. Great guy.
I'm not even familiar with Americana Sam. If I would have known.
Okay, there we go. You see how much of the vinyl community you're not aware of?
Yes.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you, Elliot. There are definitely different factions of the vinyl community that we don't even know about. You know, and some of them have massive following.
Oh, hold on. Everyone be quiet. We have breaking news right now. Breaking news. Melinda Murphy played the clarinet and tenor saxophone. Is Patrick married to Melinda Murphy?
Okay, I got a question for Melinda. As one of the big YouTube channels, are you going to the Vinyl Summit?
I can
Not if she's smart.
She's allowed me to speak for her. Hell no.
No, I mean, seriously, I'm not against it. I want to know who else is going aside from David, Texas.
Seriously, I asked people right here to let me know if they're going to Vinyl Summit. And for the reasons like I stated, does it match your 5 criteria?
I could afford to go to Vinyl Summit, and I don't want to go.
I'm trying to think where I can meet. This sounds weird to say it like this, but where am I going to meet Melinda? I'm probably not going to go to Florida.
They have a picture of you in Florida that says "Don't let him in."
I've been to Florida twice. Where would I meet? Where's a meeting point? Like a Vinyl Con, or is there any point? No, she's not going, but it's a hard sell for my husband. Yeah.
You meet in Pensacola. That way you're on the Gulf side where it's warm.
Hey, Steve, one of the reasons I would have liked to go is to see one of the jazz show with Chico Freeman. But secondly, that place only holds about 400 people from what I understand.
150 people.
Yeah.
That's a
big
club.
Another artist there.
That's kind of a little bit of a Caribbean feel, that album.
Would be Mo Roots, Taj Mahal.
I like Taj.
I picked this up Sunday from a fellow dealer.
See, that's why you can't fly to Salina, because you're too busy buying records at the record show instead of selling them.
Yeah, this was $2.50.
There's $2.50 further away from Chad Fest.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't see too many good. I tried to hit some stores in San Diego. I was not impressed with especially if you're going to compare it to LA.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, there's only one really good place I've been to in San Diego. If there's another one, I haven't been there. But it's also in Hi-Fi Shop, and
I went to that place. That place was it was all right.
Yeah, but
overpriced.
But they had enough records that you could go look through that store.
You have that place. It's really nicely kept and everything. And then you got that other place that has like 1,000 records, but it's just disjointed and fucking just trash everywhere. So
yeah.
I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know about you guys, and I don't go to that many record stores, but the record stores I do go to, unless they're in a basement or somewhere, or just very out of the way. These record stores around here are extremely overpriced.
Who Who is Skylab? I don't know Skylab's do. I
I'm
don't know.
going there.
That was in
right
the 70s. They put this rocket up in space.
I know it's Skylab. Okay. No, but I don't know Skylab. I do know Scott, or I know Pressing Matters.
Scott's a nice guy.
He's a good guy. Well, that's the first person aside from David that I've heard. I have no idea who Skylab is. Are you going, Tim? Are you going, Tim?
Hold on.
Yeah, you're kind of close, Tim. You could drive that.
Patrick,
How far is Colorado? How far is from Denver?
It's not.
You go to record stores a lot. Do you notice that the more upscale stores are really, really overpriced on much of their?
The Skylab is
of course, because so I look for record stores that are in shitty neighborhoods.
Hold on.
I want the record store that doesn't have a big overhead.
Okay, guys, can I do this right now? And I want to show everyone
Again.
Let's make it a little bigger.
What have we got here?
Here are the YouTubers or something.
These aren't YouTubers.
Well, AB,
hold on. This is the sheet. Let me just go through it. Calm
AB
down.
is not it. She's the
Hey,
impact.
can you just shut the hell up and let me go?
Don't treat your
All right. Can Rob go through these and then we can discuss afterwards?
All right. Can we talk each one? Can we take one by one as you go through it?
So Michael Fremer, he'll tell you
yeah.
that he has to throw his gum away and not talk to you.
Okay. Got that.
I do not. This guy.
Who is that? Say the name at least.
It's Telly Savalas' kid.
Merrick.
What's his company?
Mercury Hypnosis. He's on Hypnosis.
So, well, I've heard.
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't, but I've heard things about this guy. He's technically not with Hypnosis anymore.
Okay.
Can someone
Well,
confirm that? Okay.
He's a former Hypnosis.
Well, that's like putting Norman Maslow of ABC Records. I haven't been with him for 40 years.
All right. No one cares about you. You're not on this.
Wilson. I'm sorry, Wilson.
He takes the good speakers.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. Peter Frampton's bassist will be there. Bring your Scarpies. And
I remember looking out over San Francisco and seeing this kid transitioning
like
Mazzy.
This is getting like a Beatle fest where you have the guy that changed the tire for John Lennon's.
This guy, go up to him and go, do you feel like I do? All right, there's Scott, but it doesn't say he's a YouTuber. It just says his channel's name. RTI guy.
I like Scott's channel. Who's that?
Stoughton guy. Impacts lady, who's very nice. I've met her.
I like AB.
Jack Stoughton looks like Norm from.
Hold on. But Jack's there. Jack's very nice, good guy. Doesn't say he's a YouTuber.
He's a photographer.
Hey, Noah Wotherspoon, musician.
We skipped over the token female at the store.
No, we did. That's AB. That's AB. AB from Impact.
So there's no YouTube vinyl community.
Yeah, there's Scott is.
Hey, what? These are notable guests, people. So bring your autograph books.
Vinyl community's not necessarily notable guests.
Other than Scott and Jack,
Ryan K. Smith.
We're the YouTube.
Ryan K. Smith works there. Who's from MoFi? No, who's that? No, what's the last guy? Kevin who?
Kevin Mole.
Oh, I don't know him.
He's
Skylab's audio.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Yeah, I mean, is this enough reason for you to go?
Well, if Wyatt's not going to be there, I don't want to go.
Hawaii guy?
Yeah.
Just to let you guys know, people, excuse me, people asking about Michael 45. I think it'd be great if he was there, but Michael doesn't fly, so I don't know if there's a long boat to get to.
So if you go to Skylab's audio page, all they have on the front is like T-shirts talking about Skylab. This is like a Mazzy page. It's like just self-promotion city here. It's like,
well, this is long out of print, so people have commented on this.
It is
oh, so it's
you need a non-digital reissue.
This is an OG out of print, so Patrick would pick this up in a store because it's OG.
Somebody sent me this Mobile Fidelity shirt. With MoFi app, they just said they sent me this.
Yeah, how come David's not on that list?
I don't know. Maybe his maybe
you have to have a certain amount of
what is that called, Mazzy? Maybe his 8x10 hasn't come back from the photo.
His headshot
has not come back from the photo.
I have a headshot from 1987.
Hey, hold on. I'm going to do this for everyone here. All right, Chad, take this picture and put it up on the site. Okay. Thank
You're
you.
not going though. You're not. You should go.
Well, if I got on that site, I would consider.
You know, you should go. You should go.
How about this? Is this the pose?
Now that is Hawaii guy pose.
I don't know.
It doesn't
Hawaiian
cost
guy.
anything to fly
Hawaiian
AI
guy's
to
this,
Salina.
right?
You can fly AI to Salina for nothing.
But Hawaiian guy is not a
like-
real
Yeah,
person. He
because
is
that's
an
what
AI.
Hawaii guy is.
Okay. I'm going to Chad Fest. I'm saying it now, but I'm going to impersonate Chance, concert buddy. I'm going to wear a black shirt and everything, do the whole thing, wear Nike gear, and I'll be there, but I'm going to be assuming the identity.
I agree with you, Melinda, on that. Hey, have we heard the definitive thing? Is Chance going? Because Chance said he wasn't, then he said he was. What's going on, Chance?
Last I talked to Chance, he said he wasn't going.
Chance is in St. Louis, right?
There's a Mazzy panel. We should have a Mazzy
7-hour
panel. People
drive.
with Mazzy there, we just
Yeah.
keep Mazzy from talking.
It's
The
still
whole
a
point
long
of the panel
drive,
is to
yeah.
keep Mazzy from talking. That's our goal on the Mazzy panel.
It's a 7-hour drive for Chance.
Yeah, doable, but still, that's a.
All you have to do is strap on some diapers and just straight through drive.
Okay, we just got the announcement of the next Bluesville. Rob probably got this too.
Yes, they're two titles that don't excite me at all.
Oh,
I got an email from Jackpot listing about 1,000 fucking reissues,
okay.
pre-orders.
So they don't excite Rob, so he's the expert on the blues. I know more about the fucking blues than Rob does. Anyway, this is an excellent album.
Hanging out with you, Mazzy, I've learned to like
This album came out on VJ in the early 70s. Excellent record, but it's not what it seems.
Right,
but
that's why it's not good.
It's a great album. It's anyway.
What is it?
It's Jimmy Reed, Carnegie
Yeah.
Hall. It's recorded in the studio. It's shut up. I'm talking here.
Elliot, it's an album with fake audience sound on it.
No, there's no.
I know. I've got a copy of it.
First
I've
of
got
all,
two copies.
it's a
One for
great
sale and
album,
one in my collection.
but it's not at Carnegie Hall. That's the whole
No.
thing. It's interesting. Okay. Now then you got Skip James. Is this the one with do you know Skip James? Name one song of Skip James. I bet you don't even know, Rob. You don't know music.
Hey everyone, I don't know music, people. Don't listen.
Do you know the Cream cover of I'm So Glad? That was written by Skip James. Is that on this record? I don't know.
Jeez. Do you know the
Well-
Catfish Blues, Mazzy? That's one of his songs.
Yes, I do. I know.
That's those are two solid.
Hey,
Hey,
everyone. Here's
those
the deal with this Skip James record. All you have to do is write something and put blues on the end of the title.
You know,
Like good. Like all his songs, you just have to add blues on the title.
well, that's pretty common in blues
It's
things.
officially blues song. As he came on my life.
I would actually say those are two solid reissues right there.
You and I are in sync today, Elliot. Definitely.
Jimmy Reed was.
Bob
it's
likes to
great
put
stuff.
down anything that he's not a fan of.
Skip James is a classic.
My new blues record's coming out. It's called When Mazzy's on
Catfish
It.
Blues.
Did you get that email, Mazzy, about Jackpot? They're reissuing a whole bunch of stuff. So
No.
I don't know if they're repressing, because I'm looking and they're doing the Damn first album.
Oh,
But
I
they
didn't-
did that. They did that a long time ago, didn't they?
I didn't know. I did not get that email.
Yeah. So if you go to Jackpot, they said they've got like 100 pre-orders.
Rob, since we were talking a little about blues, I can show a couple of. I showed the Taj Mahal.
Oh,
Show a couple more that I
Elliot was
picked
waiting.
up.
Here we go.
Elliot, if you had that on your bingo card, Elliot's waiting for someone to say blues.
Yes, and Patrick, be more
I got it.
positive. Be more positive. Find
Elliot,
nice things to say.
Elliot, it's a whole shtick that we do just because I don't
Elliot-
mean anything by it. Trust me.
All I'm saying, Patrick, is
It's humorous.
You can give people a hard time all you want, but you got to be positive part of the time. Be more positive.
I'm positive that you are going to take a long time to talk about these records. But
Hey,
that's okay.
Because you
Hey, everyone.
Elliot,
perfect example. Perfect example.
Elliot,
Elliot, wait, Elliot. Patrick is on a thread that I'm on, and he rips me apart all the time. But I don't take it personally or seriously. Just because he's wrong 90%.
I'm not taking it personally.
I hope not.
I'm just telling Patrick he's too negative. He needs to try to be.
Rob is
positive.
more negative than Patrick.
If I was more positive,
not,
then
Mazzy.
I'd be you,
Mazzy,
Elliot.
Mazzy, I'm hoping we can save Patrick. Rob's a lost cause. He's going to be that way. But maybe we can save. Maybe Patrick will reflect a little bit.
So Elliot
can't
is
even get the
now,
fucking tool to
now
reflect.
trying to save me, and now he's trying to help everybody with their credit scores. So Elliot is just a helpful guy. So yeah,
I try to be.
Hey, Elliot, just a question for you before you show these records.
Yeah.
Are you now part of the blues VC subset?
Always have been.
Okay.
Okay. Henry Townsend, Mule. This is on Nighthawk Records.
I don't know who he is.
so
Explain.
what labels? So I'm not a blue. So what labels? If you're out in the wild, would you say like Arhuli, Alligator? What labels? If you see something with this label, are you probably in a good position to say pick that up?
Well,
Alligator, I would say
not
Alligator.
about rarity money wise, but
No. Yeah,
but
by quality of music.
Yeah.
Like say this is a good record.
I would definitely Alligator.
Alligator.
This label right here.
Arhuli.
Blacktop.
Arhuli.
Blacktop.
Did you just, I thought you said black.
And then
I think there's some Anson and Thunder,
anything on
Thunderberg and the Rocket
Tacoma,
stuff on.
Yes.
anything on Tacoma, guitar based stuff on Tacoma.
This is Snook's Eglin. I don't know exactly how to say his last name.
Excelia Alligator. Yeah.
But didn't have anything by him. This is called Baby You Can Get Your Gun. And,
Alex,
so just a couple of blues records I picked up, inexpensive blues.
So people are saying about chess records. So I see chess records all the time, but it's kind of I kind of equate it to like Blue Note. It's like you have the original chess stuff, and then they started pumping out those reissues over the years, through the years. You know, where I think Charlie started pressing chess stuff, right?
Yeah,
Charlie started doing it too.
I know.
So
No, sir, I'm on live stream, but it's fine.
is the quality for chess consistent through the years, or do you just like
great, you know, there's a lot of the like in the late 60s, 67, 66, 67, 68, Chess put out these folk blues comps to try to, because all the British bands were doing blues and stuff, and they're comps, and they're really from singles from like a 15-year span, so they're not consistent, but they're great records.
Well,
like the Muddy Waters, and
if anyone's a fan of Bob Bradley, he talks about these records.
Yeah.
But he's the one who came out and said in the late 80s, the Chess original reissue series they did. And I have had those. Those sound very good.
So yeah, that's really what I'm asking about. It was like when they
digital reissues.
Are they? But I mean, the ones that I've had sound good to me. But I don't know. I don't have like I think I had the Bo Diddley album where it's like on the white cover, and so I had an original of that, but it was beat to shit, and then I had the reissue. They were pretty comparable. So.
They're not great pressings, but they're good music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Elliot, I just took what you said and expanded it and let people have a conversation. That's what I do. Okay, that's my
good job, Patrick.
Get the 60s and 70s.
That's
get
your
the Stax,
subset of the VC.
the Stax Albert King stuff from the late 60s are brilliant. Born Under a Bad Sign, Live Wire, Blues Power.
I'll pretty much pick up anything Stax, you know, just to take a shot at it.
Yeah.
I'll pretty much, if I see a Stax record, I'll pick it up and listen to it.
But there are tons of private press stuff too.
Yeah. I've been more into picking up like for metal stuff. I pick up private press stuff. If I see something that looks interesting on a private press, I'll pick, and for a decent price, I'll pick it up just because I know that it's not common, you know. So and a lot of times it's shit, but sometimes, you know, you get a gem, you know. So you never know. And I'm not one of those people that stream stuff when I'm at the record store. I like to get that old time feeling of like taking a chance and like grabbing a record and taking it home and like listening to it, and like unless it's $100 record.
Someone mentioned here Smithsonian Folkways stuff too, definitely.
I actually picked up a Folkways record while I was in.
Because they're cool records. They're not all very, you know, they're worth a lot, but it's great stuff, interesting stuff.
And Alligator, when they were still active, they did so much good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, where is that record?
And some of the blues on the major labels, you know.
Here's the Folkways. This is a Spanish Christmas songs for children. This is actually pretty good. It's not too bad, but yeah. Found that at a Goodwill.
Does that have the theme of Santa Claus versus
Always look
on it?
What's a great thing on
It has Feliz Navidad.
Patrick, almost all those Smithsonian Folkways had little booklets inside.
This has a booklet inside of it. Yeah, it does.
So it's nice when they have the booklet.
Yeah. This is what I mean. The packaging's well done.
Yeah.
But if you get one of those Smithsonian Folkways and it doesn't have the booklet, you can go to a site and download the booklet, print it up if you want to, and insert it in there. So they're all available online, believe it or not. So I think that's a good little feature that, because used to be, you'd look for those, and if it didn't have the booklet, you may not end up getting it, but you can do that now.
See what you did? You chased Patrick away. Congratulations.
He's going to try to do better, so I'm proud of him.
I don't know this label. Do you know this label, Elliot? Blue Goose?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some early blues stuff, or acoustic blues on Blue Goose. Maybe Roy Bookbinder, maybe on Blue Goose. I'm not sure. I think Roy Bookbinder, who recently passed away. He was a really good Piedmont blues artist. People might want to check out.
We lost Patrick. Thank you.
Are you familiar with Roy Bookbinder, Bazzy?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, he's
any musician that has a last name like that good chances they're good.
The early it's amazing how much the early first pressings of John Fahey and the Tacoma stuff go for. Those are some valuable records. I'm not crazy, but some of them, there've been a lot of represses of them.
That's his own label, right?
He started it, Tacoma, a lot of great music on Tacoma records.
I believe there's a Norman Blake album on
Norman Blake. A lot of guitars. I don't know if Sandy Bull did some on Tacoma. I mean, he did a lot of guitar-based stuff on there. Primitive guitar stuff.
Well, I was going to say, what do you call it? Primitive guitar.
Dom is sort of the VC king of that segment. I don't know about king, but he's really into it. He knows a lot about it, way more than I know. I know superficially about those records because I remember Leo Kottke. Yeah. I mean, 6 and 12 string guitar with that black and white cover is an essential acoustic guitar record.
Frank, if you could walk over to Melrose, which shouldn't be horribly far, but west of Hollywood's the gay part of LA.
What's your question, Fluffy? What's Fluffy's question? He said he had a question. Let me look up here. I was out and saw there's a Yoko exhibit. Yes. The Yoko exhibit is great. I saw it in London. It's you'll get a new idea and understand the breadth, the width, the scope of Yoko's artistic endeavors. It's an amazing show. Even if you don't like details here and there, it's an amazing show. So,
as much as people shit on Yoko Ono about her music and about her effect on the Beatles, she was a major or very well regarded artist.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So
at the show, if it's the exactly same show, there is a room though off to the side of one of the galleries, at least the way it's set up in London, where they have all her albums and headphones so you can listen to. And they're pretty wild stuff if you don't know her music. And I know a lot of people like to dump on her stuff, but there is an audio component, but that's not the main.
But people need to, they disrespect her a lot. And they need to realize that in the art world, she's not.
Okay,
she was a major player in the Fluxus movement.
Elliot, I'm going to ask you to do something. I hope you take it seriously. I would like you to make a Yoko Ono video for your channel. I honestly believe it will become the #1 video you make on your channel. I need you to explain to me why I should like Yoko Ono. That's what I want.
Well, I don't know that you should like her. I don't know that I like her music. I don't like her music, and I don't really know her art. I just know that she was a major artist in the movement. That it wasn't like she was a groupie that latched on to John Lennon.
How many of you watching want Elliot to make a Yoko Ono video?
It's not going to happen.
Why?
Because I don't have any of her music.
That's none of us know anything about music. We still make videos about stuff.
But I at least need to own the record, you know?
You know, Disco Devil, and I know I get a lot of flack from a handful of people. You can't talk about Yoko's art without mentioning the Fluxus movement. I mean, that's literally the movement she was a part of. Literally. It's like saying the Beatles, rock and roll. It's the same thing, okay? They're a rock band. Obviously, they did pop and they did psychedelic and everything else. But the Fluxus movement was a major area of modern art in the early 60s. And she was one of the big, you know, parts of it.
I didn't get to show any records. I want to show some records. Does anyone mind?
Please show some records,
on the
Rob.
Jazz Bums the other night, we talked about this. There's they were a record label. They sell records, but most of their site are full of dead stock, mostly CDs, and they have vinyl. Thousands and thousands of dead stock. And it really is, and their prices are pretty good.
What's the site?
I'll put a link to it. It's Cadence Records, which their site's named something else. But I picked up a lot of good, mostly CDs. I picked up one vinyl record. This is Butch Morris. He's free jazz. And This is not easy to find. And this isn't part of their label. It's on Sound Aspects. But it's not easy to find this record. And it was only $20. And so that was cool. But mostly I got CDs. And they had a ton of Mal Waldron CDs. This wasn't part of their label. They just have a ton of dead stock that they sell. So Mingus Monk and Mal with Julie Nemec, who's a vocalist. The Steve Lacy and Mal Waldron live show. This is from 1992. It's like old dead stock. This is a good one. This is Chico Friedman with Mal Waldron. This was on Black Saint. All these were like under $10. This Prince Lachey album with Dean Pope. Another Mal Waldron. This was on Soulnet. I'm anxious to listen to this one. Another Mal Waldron with George Haslam. And some Steve Lacy stuff. This is a concert from 1956 with Steve Lacy that came out in 2004. This stuff is good. This is Hat Hut, which puts out good stuff. This is a Steve Lacy record or CD. And they threw him one free CD. I don't know this one. So that I'll put a link to it. That stuff is you could spend hours going through there because there's really thousands and thousands of.
Is it all jazz or is it a variety?
No,
of stuff?
Mostly, but they have other stuff. I suggest looking through it because the prices are good. The stuff that was on their label is still $15 ish. That's really the most expensive, but it's good. I'll send a link to it. Also, I picked up this from Record Safari. This is a Lou Donaldson sextet. It was a 10-inch originally. Actually, this is a 12-inch, but they just put the 10-inch on both sides, so it's like this much of music. It's a big giant dead wax. This is like, I think it's only been pressed on vinyl twice. Originally, like in '54, the 10-inch, and then this 1991 Japanese reissue. This sounds amazing. It's a really good recording. And then people might be surprised about this. Michael Poetry on Plastic has tried hard to get me into that city pop nonsense and a little bit
Why
of
do you
jazz.
have to use the word nonsense?
Okay, Mazzy nonsense. Do you own any city? Hold on. Do you have any city pop records, Mazzy?
I do.
How many?
5, 6.
Okay, I'm not saying it's nonsense, but
You literally said the word nonsense.
I'm taking it back, Mazzy.
Okay.
But all the kids these days, this is amazing. I don't know what the millennials or the Gen Zs are getting into this dude. Takanaka. He wears that red suit. He's a Japanese guitarist. This is a concept album he did in '81 called the Rainbow Goblins. It's based on a book. And Poetry told me he considers this his best album. This is a double LP. It's being reissued in August, but this is an expensive album. It's not cheap. I've seen it from $100 to $150. Somehow Safari just put it out the other day for $40, which is a steal. And this is a good album. There's narration in it about the story of these goblins, but it's good. It's more, this guy's more like jazz fusion type of music, but I enjoyed this.
So would that be jazz fusion nonsense?
It's not your nonsense, but you're full of nonsense. You know,
see, this is why I'm paying to go to LA over Salina, because I could get entertained by Rob, and I can be driven around by Rob and my friends, and it's much cheaper because I can stay with my friend in LA. So that's nice too.
See, Fluffy has it. Fluffy, what will you consider that music? It's jazz fusion. It's not city pop.
Fluffy, how are you buying $100 records? Aren't you in college or something?
He graduated. Fluffy graduated.
Oh, he did?
Fluffy's wheeling and dealing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. What was his major? Did he have a major?
I asked him. I remember, but I don't remember what it is.
Listen,
Fluffy's one of the genuine nicest
here's the
guys.
difference, Kimbo. The difference between me and you, and when you hang out with all your girlfriends discussing Olivia Rodrigo.
So I got to get on it. Apparently tomorrow at 4, Kimbo and I are having an auction. If I can get it together today to organize.
On YouTube?
No, we don't do. We do whatnot.
Only Mazzy, only certain people can do auctions correctly in the VC.
It's too much hassle for YouTube.
Guess who randomly came up in conversation at the record show Sunday?
Adolf Hitler?
No, a vinyl community person.
Well, wait. The regular vinyl community, which I'm part of, or the subset vinyl community?
No, the one that made a lot of enemies.
Hawaiian guy?
Hold on.
More in the past than that.
Okay, Elliot, everyone.
Let me put it in context. We were talking about selling records. There's 3 or 4 people, some people shopping and a couple of sellers. We were talking about selling records and on YouTube and just
Walker?
YouTube in general.
Rob Walker?
And this guy says, yeah, there's this guy on YouTube, the vinyl guy on YouTube that used to do these live streams, and he would start ranting and raving, and then he would go to sleep in the middle of the live stream.
Brian,
brother Brian, and I couldn't remember the brother part. I said, you're talking about Brian, and
brother Brian mended his ways. He stopped drinking.
That's what I told him. I said he sobered up.
I think he found Jesus.
Hey, David Atkinson.
On the wagon.
No,
I said,
no one.
But before he did, he urinated in his garage in the live stream, on the live stream.
I kind of forgot about that.
And but I just thought it was so random that.
Hey, now Elliot, when you're gathered with all your guys at your record show, when you talk about the vinyl community, do they go, "Did he blow up? Did he blow up real good?"
Most of these guys don't have anything to do with the vinyl community. They don't. A few of them do. There's one guy I sell with, and he has a vinyl community channel. He participates, but y'all probably don't know him. Gray Beards Nation, Todd. See, because he does vinyl community stuff, but I doubt y'all have ever seen him.
So many people that are part of this extended thing.
That was my point. That was my only point.
Card. It's like going to high school and you with 1,000 people and everyone's different. You know them casually. You might have subscribed or you see their face.
I get recognized as much or more. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Rob.
Two things. Here's that site I got the
Okay.
CDs from. Second thing I just want to address is David Atkinson. You're talking about the UK subset, which is very small part, but it's not part of the VC I'm part of. Your being here makes you part of this VC, David Atkinson.
Yeah,
Not,
David Atkinson's got some
not
good
the
videos.
UK, not the UK where they call everything between a bun a burger. Not that one.
No, a chip buddy.
David Atkinson's got some good
Not
videos.
David has excellent videos. Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
he's done a series on selling at record shows.
you know,
It's really
Patrick accused me. There he is, of being sort of a what's the word you use? Not a shill, like the UK shill for the UK vinyl community.
Oh, that's what I said. You know, you are so in love with anything freaking Anglo-Saxon based.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of. I'm an Anglophile, definitely.
That you genuflect whenever these guys come on screen.
No. To me, there's as many wankers, and not in a good way, in the UK as there are in America. But there's some great channels in America. David's one. I talk about John. John probably has the best 6-inch, best R&B soul. Headley is great in Roots. There's a lot of good people there.
Sydney.
And then you got wankers like Rob Walker.
Hold on one second. Sydney, I don't have your contact info. I can't find it. Can you please? Here it is. I'm doing my little banner. Can you please email me your contact info so I can get you the record you won? Thank you. Now you guys.
The point I was going to make before you injected all that stuff, Rob, was really at a record show more often than somebody saying, "Hey, I've seen you on YouTube." I've read your stuff on the Hoffman forums. I mean, it's not a lot. It's where every once in a while there's somebody that I recognizes me from content from the Hoffman forums.
Hey, Chris Record Talk, you're the Alexi Lawless of the VC. Thank you.
Here's another one I picked up on cheap from the record show. I always like to get these.
Johnny Otis. You know who his son is?
Johnny Otis, rock and roll.
Shuggy Otis, yeah.
And
he was an A&R at Capitol too.
Gatefold. I love the Johnny Otis. Johnny Otis review stuff is always.
What was his big hit? Johnny Otis had that one big hit. I forgot what it was. Someone tell me the Johnny Otis song.
And speaking of the UK, I'm not sure. Somebody tell me if this is a good Richard Thompson album. Amnesia.
Well, hold on. The better question is there a good Richard Thompson?
Is there such a thing as a good?
I don't like Richard Thompson.
I had a rocket launcher.
That's not the same person, Rob.
Who is
that's Bruce Coburn.
Richard Thompson and Linda Thompson. He was in
Bruce
Fairport Convention.
Fairport
Convention.
Rob has such a narrow knowledge of music.
I consider Richard Thompson a good artist.
I don't know that one record there. He's made a lot of. He has made a lot of. But he's made a lot of mediocre records.
If I had,
I got a cleaner copy than what I already had.
I'm No Angel. I'm No Angel.
When he was dating.
This is by far Greg Allman's best solo album, Laid Back.
But I'm No Angel.
And
let me show you my tattoo.
There's a video, a documentary out that people have been talking about. I haven't seen it yet. Don't know if anybody's seen it. But this is a great Greg Allman album from Capricorn that came out around the same time as Brothers and Sisters.
Is it on Capricorn?
Yeah, originally it is. Yeah, this is on Capricorn, definitely. All this was on Capricorn. Richard,
did he go to Capitol after that?
I can't remember, to be honest with you. He was on Capricorn until.
So Mazzy, I have a Beatles question.
Okay.
So I picked this record up. It's Rubber Soul, right?
I've never heard of it.
It's got Odeon. It's got an Odeon thing, right? It's
is that
probably
a German? Is that a German?
Yeah, well, show those obscure records.
It might be. Well, I've never seen that label.
Either have I.
It says Stemraw here, but I think it might have been a Dutch contract pressing. But I've never seen this label ever.
I've seen the green on classical records.
I don't think I have.
God, and I got like vendors calling me. Hold
on. Oh,
okay, so
you're retired. What vendors calling?
Breaking news. VC breaking news. And we missed this 43 minutes ago. Melinda posted a video. So Melinda, now we have to have Melinda Murphy and Tim from university do a Robert Ludwig shootout. Her video is Robert Ludwig RL Vinyl Records Affordable Audiophile Collection. So,
okay, my refrigerator. So hold on. So hold on. Sorry. So has anybody ever seen this?
Yeah,
ever seen this label?
I don't think so.
This label.
I'm telling you, I have.
Rob, you have not seen that label. You have
don't even talk about the Beatles.
I have on a classical record. Dude.
No, I mean for a Beatle.
I've never seen it on a Beatle record.
No.
Okay, so to me that was interesting, but I did pick up a nice clean copy of.
Is that Parrot? Is that on Parrot?
Yeah, it's on Parrot, but it's super clean. And this is an album I'd never seen this record. I looked at this record. It's called the Hellcats. So I saw the cover and I said, "Oh, that looks kind of cool." But I picked it up, but the thing is, there was a band called Stars. They had about 5 albums out on Capitol. So this is them trying to reboot. It's got Rex Smith's brother, Michael Lee Smith, Richie Reno, who was in Stories, who did Brother Louie.
That's power pop bands, right?
Yeah, it's a power pop band. But I've never seen this record ever, and I'm a big Stars fan. So yeah.
Hold on, Stephen Schnee. Do you know that album, Stephen Schnee?
I'm gonna, as soon as we get off here, I'm gonna watch. When we close out, I'm gonna watch Melinda's video because Tim makes great record. But
so Frank.
But all of a sudden, there's Robert Ludwig in the air now.
Hey,
so.
Sticker Mania.
Frank, there's Gemma and Stemraw. There's Stemraw below it.
But isn't Gemma German?
Gemma's German. Stemraw's Dutch.
Okay.
So they had contract pressings back then. So Sticker Mania. I didn't see this on Discogs anywhere. I saw Polygram Auctions try to sell one about a year ago, but and it says it's a 1981 press.
All right, Sticker Mania, you're the expert. What is that record? Do you know anything about it?
Yes, it has Gemma on the labels.
Did you try the popsicle?
Pop Psych? Yeah. Yes. So
and didn't see one anywhere.
Hey, Jeff, I appreciate your comment, Jeff. But any point we made up has nothing to do with Chad.
It has to do with Salina.
It has to do with an event that is happening around the same time as 4 or 5 other events.
We're not jumping on Chad.
Hold on. And what hold on. And serious, Jeff, I think we all made a case of what would draw us to an event.
Yeah.
In my feeling, that event is not meeting several of my criteria.
I think people are misconstruing this. I think David misconstrued us like we're done. We're not dumping on it. And I think it's great. I applaud Chad for celebrating 40 years. I buy a lot of these Bluesville we're just talking about 20 minutes ago. Those are in conjunction with Analog Productions. The Bluesville, the Chess. I have a lot of Chess.
I always say, every time it's brought up, I say Analog Productions is what every reissue label should strive to be.
Absolutely.
He is the gold standard of reissues in my book. I mean,
we're just talking about the difficulty. I know it to some, maybe not, but for certain areas, it's not easily getting there. And for the price that any of us would pay there, we could do a meetup in LA for VinylCon or New York for VinylCon or WFMU or Austin or Chicago. There's different areas that we could go to meet up. Now, yes, we can't meet all the Wilson Audio guy. I think it's great. He's sponsoring it.
Oh, it's under Europe. That's why.
I'm not a Wilson fan, so that doesn't apply to me. I would like to meet Chad. I would like to meet Matt Luthans. There's people there I would love to meet.
Good get, Gabby. It's under
but
Europe.
We don't seem to have a big influx. I mean, more people are going to VinylCon in LA that I personally know than are going to Chad Fest. Why is that?
That's one of the criteria. Look, I'll give you a better example. I used to go to Kansas City all the freaking time for business. I would love to go back there, eat some barbecue, visit places I like.
Yeah, bring up
and then hold on, and then stop, and then drive down for Chat Fest. But look, October's not an ideal time There's several reasons, but no one's blasting Chad. No,
I think it'll be a good event, and I kind of wish I could go, or I was going, but I think it's going to be a good event. I'd like to go to Dembosh.
If you can go to if you can afford the VIP packages, it'd be a great event.
I don't think you need the VIP pack. I think,
but if you could, it would be a much better event.
Sure,
it would
sure.
definitely be an upgrade.
Yeah, I think with my VC cred, I could kind of weasel my way into some of the.
Well, some of those venues aren't going to hold, like Rob said, only hold 400 people, and if you're not a VIP, you might not get in. And if you go all that way and not get in, you'd probably be upset.
I'm more excited about the after parties and the blues guys playing in the hotel lobby or wherever. That would be cool. I would like that.
Yeah, Mazzy, these blues guys are going to be sitting there drinking a beer and stuff. You're going to be walking around with a freaking martini. They're going to look at you like, what the hell? They're going to go, who is this wanker?
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
I mean, look, again, one thing that I feel like I have enough experience with is meeting up with people at these things. I don't feel like I'll meet up with anyone.
Somebody every time it's somebody like I did a video last week, and 4 out of the 5 records just happened to be craft records. 2 I got free, 3 I bought. Okay. So someone said, "Oh, do you work for Kraft?" They think, and those Kraft records are all related to Chad Kassem that I promoted, but because I like the music, I like those Bluesville records. It's not because I bought them or they're free or Chad or Kraft or anything. It's because I like the music. So
we need to make a hats off to Kraft, because Kraft is reissuing a lot of vinyl.
Absolutely.
That it didn't look like was going to get reissued. Not
Their
just
mac and cheese is great.
Not just the major the major artists, but some of those artists in
and I like craft work too.
I'm not taking my hat off, Elliot. I'm sorry. In your part,
all right.
Hold on.
I gotta go. I gotta go get my new refrigerator that I paid for with my credit card that Elliot said I shouldn't have. So
no, I did not say you shouldn't have it.
Oh,
I said credit cards can be dangerous if people get carried away with it.
Now, Elliot, have you ever broke into a house using the credit card? Those are handy tools to have.
Well, that's true, but you can use your debit card for that.
Now, Elliot, I don't know what part of the VC takes their hat off. My part of the VC does not.
Here's a little something talking about audio equipment. Audio Advice is offering huge savings, up to 45% off. Says Amazon isn't the only place to find incredible deals this week. Massive markdowns on speakers, turntables, headphones, and more.
Oh, it's
Audio Advice. That's a high-end audio store. They sent me
hey, Arnie Zanzibar, you're a fucking idiot, and I have the power to delete all these stupid troll accounts you're making. Dude, you're in love with me. Admit it. You love me. But I'm straight. And I don't like guys who suffer from gigantism. So,
Rob, when did you become to be such an angry man?
When I met you.
Well, Artie Zanzibar will bring it out in you. I have to admit that.
He's a fucking dude. What are you trying to do? You're not aggravating me. Look, Mazzy aggravates me all the time. Do you want that attention?
Look, going back to this thing. No one here is dumping on Chad or Analog Productions. We applaud them.
You are.
No, I am not at all. But Rob is right. There's a lot of stuff this fall. Maybe not the same 4 weeks, but this fall there's a lot of stuff, and we all have to choose. I chose LA because also I like hanging out in Los Angeles. I like hanging out. There's a group of friends I've met and new friends that come around and we meet up, and I have a great time. Yes, I've been to LA and not. I've never been to Salina. Maybe if it was a different time of year, maybe I would go. I don't know. It just depends.
Jeff,
I want to ask Rob something.
Jeff, 1 second. Here's what I'll say to you. Is the Vinyl Summit a negative thing? No. In comparison, it's not my first choice. I guarantee you 100%. If you come to the LA Vinyl Con, you will have a better time than you will at Chad Fest.
Well, I don't know about that. It depends.
No, hold on. Mazzy.
Not if you ride in the car with Rob.
Mazzy. Other than us being social with other people we knew, we went to that audio show. The Vinyl Con was better than that. Yes.
Yeah.
I promise you that, I mean, there, in the scheme of things that happen all the time, I wanted to go see the Chico Freeman concert. That was one really big thing. I'm sure tickets are all sold out, but I'm not going to spend the money. Mainly, that would have been my main focus for the
And
vinyl.
I predict the vinyl Chad's Fest vinyl will be successful. You know, they don't need.
Well, if he's
be successful
again, if he's sold out tickets to the shows, people have bought up all those VIP things. It'll be fine. If he can get, if he gets over 500 people to show up for the total thing, or 1,000, I'm sure that's going to be good.
Now, I hope. See, this is what I like in videos, and this is just a personal taste. I find a lot of YouTubers vinyl community who go on these things. There's hardly any footage there. There's only close-ups of flipping through records, which I don't need that. I want to see the store, the people you're meeting, the environment, going around the neighborhoods and the city. That's what I personally want to see. I hope someone, I don't know if David shoots like that. I have never seen David do that. They'll have like a still shot. Steve Carlson does a little bit of that. But I don't need to see going through 20 bins of music. I want to see the environment for me. If I was there, that's the kind of video I would make. If you've seen my travel videos, I hope somebody does that.
Hey, DJ, I didn't go to the New York one, so I can't honestly say. But coupled with the fact it's in New York with a lot of great record stores, coupled with the fact it's a lot of restaurants and stuff. Hold on, let me finish.
No,
coupled with the
bring up Michael Elliott's comment here.
Oh, hold on.
Have you been to Michael LA lately, Michael?
Yeah, hold on. Coupled with the fact that I would think I would meet up with people I know from the VC, so I would have to think it's very similar. But I'm an LA person, so I'm going to say LA is better. So there you go. What? Hey, Arnie Zanzibar, guess what? Your stupid ass troll account is banned. So go make up another one. Congratulations. You have the most banned accounts next to Billiam that I've banned. Where's Michael Elliott's comment?
It's supposed to be raining any minute now.
All right. Thanks for the weather report.
Can I inject something here?
Hey, Michael Elliott, I hope you're just joking, because the first people that I see make fun of LA have never been to LA. There you go. You know what, Michael Elliott, here's another thing. The metro area of LA is over 22 million people. It's huge. Unlike New York, it's spread out and goes for miles and miles and miles. So there's so many different places.
Can I inject something here?
Yes.
A vinyl channel that a lot of you probably do know, but I encourage you to visit her channel more often. If you don't know, or if you don't know, check it out. 8 Vinyl Low Emma. Excellent channel. And we're talking about trips and going to see. She just did a video I think people might enjoy, where she went to see went to St. Louis, I believe it was, to see a New Zealand band called the Beths, a power pop type band that somebody at the record show Sunday was telling me was a really good band to check out. And then I see Emma's video, and she saw the Beths on one night. The next morning she went and had pancakes at a real nice pancake place where the Head East album, Flat as a Pancake, where they shot the video for that, 40 years ago, and the restaurant's still there. And then she saw, is it Robert Stinson that was in the Replacements?
Not Robert. It's
there's two brothers.
Well, one died, so she couldn't have seen him.
Yeah, it was the Stinson guy.
Tommy Stinson.
Tom Stinson. She went to his show the next day, so she saw the Beths, I guess maybe Friday night, and the Stinson show on Saturday night, and did a really good video, kind of what you were saying you'd like to see, Rob. showing some about her trip. So 8 Vinyl Low, Emma, great channel. Check it out if you don't already know about it. If you do, go see that video. It's really good.
Well, and you should share a link. Abigail DeVoe is not part of the VC. I'm sorry. Sorry, Kimbo.
Who is Abigail DeVoe?
She's a social media influencer,
And
who
she
does-
writes occasionally for Fremer.
who does record reviews and stuff.
Well, I don't think Fremer's really in the VC, is he?
He's
I
not.
mean,
He's not.
he doesn't participate.
Well, wait. Hold on a second, Michael Elliott. You're dissing LA for being a hellhole, and you're a Star Wars fan? Come on.
I think it's true. You could say about any community, rural, suburban, or urban. There's going to be bad places there, and there's going to be good places there.
You know, there's a lot of
Don't
people
go
who think-
into the bad parts of the city.
No, I'll
Go
drop
into
you
the
off
good
there.
part.
You
I'll
know,
drop
there's a
anyone
lot of people like to dump on West Coast cities because of liberalism, blue states. Like this couple weeks here, Seattle hasn't looked better around the world with the World Cup. It probably is the best stadium of all the World Cup stadiums going on. The place around it has been great. Pioneer Square, the waterfront. We have the best weather this past week. It's been a great city in the last week to experience.
Hey, Seattle Chamber of Commerce. You couldn't get a better spokesperson than this guy.
This
So you
guy.
better do something, or he'll go to the
Hey.
San Francisco Chamber of Commerce.
If you've got a camera or a phone to take pictures, you can make someplace look as awful or as good as you.
All right, can you do that with the area you live in, Elliot, please?
Yeah, I can. I can take you to some rough places around here, and I can take you to some very high end.
I'm not putting down other stadiums. I think the one that's been
Have to squeal like a pig.
the one that's been the weakest has been Santa Clara down in Santa Clara, south of San Francisco. That's
Actually, hold on, Mazzy. That actually, it's Levi Stadium,
yeah.
but
I know
because
what
of
it
the
is.
rules of FIFA,
I understand what it is, Rob.
Can I finish?
No,
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everyone here. But because of the rules of FIFA, you cannot have a corporate sponsored stadium. But what Levi's did geniusly, is they covered their logo, which the majority of the recognition of their logo is the shape of it, with tight fitting white canvas, and it still tells people that it's Levi's.
Yeah.
And then they changed their social media icon or avatars to that white canvas covered thing.
yes.
Genius.
How long will the FIFA Cup? When does it conclude?
Into middle July, I think.
Yeah, it goes long.
And where I know we're doing Mexico, the U.S., and Canada for the sites.
A majority of the sites are in the U.S.
North America.
Where's the
North America?
finals?
It'll be L.A., I believe.
In LA.
Yeah. That's LA is the host city, even though it's taking place in 8 different cities, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well,
right.
Hey, Chris, we're going to go now. But Chris, you should take a tip with the marketing genius.
All right.
And he wears Vidal Sassoons. Thank you. You're cleaning your bathroom while you're praising Chadfest? I'm joking. All right, everyone have a good evening today. Come back Thursday. We'll talk about the same exact shit. Thank you, Elliot.
Take care. See y'all.